I wanted to kill him. I wanted to stab him, pick up a knife and stick it into him, watch him bleed to death, watch the blood pour out of him, but slowly, so it hurts more, so he feels it, knows what's going to happen, knows he's going to die. That's what I wanted. Are you still there?
Yes.
Is that wrong? Is that so wrong? To feel like that? I mean, feelings are feelings, aren't they? It's doing that's the crime, isn't it?
Sometimes feelings can lead to...
What?
Nothing.
I don't care. Even if I did do it, I wouldn't care. They might as well lock me up. I feel as if I've been locked up already. Locked up in a box with no escape. I cry a lot. Sometimes I can't stop. It's the little things. Remembering. Seeing someone else's kid on his swing. Laughing, higher, Mum, higher. People say you'll get over it. Should be over it by now. Pull yourself together, they say. But I can't. I'm sorry, I can't.
No.
I'm sorry. Do you ever feel like that?
What?
I said, do you ever feel...
We're not allowed.
Not allowed?
No.
To feel like that?
To comment, to advise,
Oh.
to give an opinion.
Oh.
Is there anything else you want to say?
No, nothing else. There's nothing else. There'll never be anything else. Be anything else.
The car was travelling at speeds estimated to be in excess of 40 miles per hour.
I was doing well below 30.
It was a built-up area.
Schools are out. I mean, you've got to be careful with kids around.
Initially, the driver refused to take a breath test.
I hadn't had a drink.
When cautioned, he said he hadn't been drinking.
Only afterwards.
A subsequent test revealed he was almost twice the legal limit.
Afterwards, I swear, for the shock.
Almost double the limit.
Can't have been.
The blood test confirmed
I
it.
had to have something.
It appeared the victim was struck as she started to cross the road.
She ran out in front of the car.
Visibilities, to be told.
There were parked cars, a van.
No particular obstacles.
I think it was all a blur.
A big car with tinted windows, according to witnesses.
Couldn't see her. Couldn't stop in time. She ran out in front of the car.
Shouldn't be difficult to identify.
And I hadn't been drinking. That was afterwards, I swear.
Can anyone attest to that?
No. I was at home. My mother...
Do you have anything else to say? Something that might help in your defence? Anything at all?
No, if I could turn...
The clock back? That's what they all say.
I would, believe me.
But you didn't stop, did you?
I did stop.
Until later, until much later.
I panicked. Anyone would.
Okay, so you handed yourself in, eventually. But leaving the scene of the crime.
Yes, I know, and I'm sorry. Really, really sorry.
Hope you've got a good lawyer. I know what it's like.
What?
To lose someone close. To lose a child.
I'm sorry. How did he die?
He's not dead.
You don't know?
He's just
still alive.
It's just...
You can't possibly know how I feel, what I feel.
Go on.
It's so quiet now, the house, the garden. It's like the birds have stopped singing. Someone's turned out all the lights. I don't hear her anymore. Telling me it's too early to go to bed. Thumping up the stairs. Chatting to her dolls. I used to. In the beginning. She was a good kid. Pretty. A bit unusual. Blue eyes. Her hair.
Golden hair.
It was sort of mousy brown. What?
It's a good thing to do, to talk about her, remember her, but don't put her on a pedestal.
Who do you think you are? Some sort of psychotherapist?
No, I'm not.
I've been through all that rubbish. She may not be with you in body, but she'll be there in spirit. All that bloody rubbish. It's crap. She's not here. Not anymore. Not since that bastard took her away from me.
This probably won't help, but in time...
Oh, will you shut up? I don't need any of this shit. I just want someone to listen. Will you listen?
I gave it 18 months.
18 months?
Not much compared to a lifetime.
Christ!
A child's life. I mean, she'd hardly even begun.
Prison? But I thought she said they wouldn't...
Who said? That was the judge.
No one said. I just thought, a fine maybe, a big fine.
He thought she'd change his plea. Guilty. Thought he'd get off more lightly. Not your counsel, surely, said the judge. A chatty one. Well, it was Friday and we finished early. Off to the golf course, I expect. As I'm sure you've been told, in circumstances such as these, a prison sentence is mandatory. He'd had a drink-drive conviction a couple of years back. Nothing much, but it all counts when you get down to the nitty-gritty.
But it wasn't me!
Take him down, sighed the judge wearily. He'd had it all before. There were bulls in the public gallery. Oh, I don't know why, but I felt a shiver go through me. 18 months. With time off for good behaviour. He should be out round about now.
Nightmare scenario. This couldn't be happening to me. They had to be joking. Everything just seemed to move into slow-mo, and then everything was in sharp focus and moving twice as fast. I've got a cure in my mind. A big fine. Community service. At worst, a suspended sentence plus a big fine. Those were the options, not prison. He might as well have put on a black cap and said, "Oh, you're due to be taken from this court and hung by your neck until you're dead." At least that's what it felt like anyway. She said it'd be alright. Old cow said she'd fix it. Just goes to show who doesn't. You can't trust anyone.
I'm glad you rang. I wanted to ask you something.
Sure.
Just something.
Yes.
Have you ever done something you regretted?
Ooh, you think you've given one of your offenders too strong a sentence, do you? Or sorry that you let him off?
I'm doing some research.
Oh, I see. Well, where do you want me to start?
No, seriously.
Oh, you mean like the time I dropped a whole bottle of ink all over my parents' favourite carpet? Couldn't sleep for worrying. If only I'd mentioned it at the time, they would have saved me a lot of money. And me, they dropped my pocket money for months. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
No, not really. I was thinking more about a decision you might have made as a parent.
Well,
You have got children, haven't you?
Had. A son, yes. something I'll always regret. What exactly? I should have been there to say goodbye. Yes, well, right, I'd better get back to work. Good luck with the research, and I'll look out for the volunteers for you. Bye. Goodbye.
I've done something I regretted. I should never have agreed to it. I just thought it would be easy if I pleaded guilty. Well, easier. Show my so-called tip-top legal team hadn't covered all the angles. That was her fault too. She should have known about the drink thing. They say you pay for your mistakes. Don't I know it? I was in there a year. Well, 11 months, 21 days and 6 hours to be exact. That gave me a lot of time to think. A lot of time to wonder what was going to happen next.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, it's you.
Yes.
You've been demoted.
It's part of my duties, community policing.
Promoted then.
Look, Paul, we're here to talk about you.
Oh yes, me. What can you do for me? Or rather, what can you do me for this time?
Sorry.
Constable.
A sergeant.
Cagney? Or are you the other one?
And the other one.
Pity.
The sympathetic one.
Because I prefer the one with balls.
Demideski.
What?
Detective Sergeant Demideski Nellis. Here's my card in case you need me.
Why would I need you, Demi?
It's Polish. Anything else you want to know?
What do you suppose I've been thinking about for the last 11 months, 21 days,
Do you have somewhere to live?
and 6 hours? No, I've got nowhere to live.
Your dad?
He's dead.
What? Oh, sorry.
He was a spy working for the government on a top secret mission in Guatemala. Got shot down by guerrillas as he jumped out of a helicopter.
Really?
No, not really. It was a Baghdad banker. Dropped dead on the golf course about 3 years ago.
And your
18th hole. It was the first time in his life he didn't make it to the 19th. It's tragic.
And your mother?
She's dead too. She might as well be. Couldn't bear to show her face at the trial. What sort of a mother is that? I wouldn't have been there if it hadn't been for her.
Sorry?
I mean, she made me go to the police station, didn't she, to hand myself in.
But I thought you said...
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about her. She's a cow, an old cow.
I thought you said...
She couldn't wait to get the first prick inside her knickers. They were actually on the day of the funeral. I heard them. It was shocking.
You like making up stories, don't you?
It helps me get through the day.
Do you tell lies?
Oh, everyone tells lies. And anyway, that wasn't a lie, not really. She married the prick 6 months after the old man copped it. I mean, that's not decent, is it?
Perhaps she was lonely.
Lonely? Her?
People do funny things in time moments of stress.
Tell me about it.
Back to you.
Oh, you needn't worry about me, I'll be alright. Still got some money, plenty of friends. I'll give this back to you. Actually, I'll hang on to it. But I never know when I might need a friendly copper.
Hello, Lifelines.
Hi, it's me again.
Oh, yes.
I'm scared. A bit scared.
We've run before.
Don't you recognise me?
I get a lot of calls.
My little girl?
Yes, I know who you are. Why are you scared?
He's just got out.
Oh,
I might see him.
it's possible.
I don't know what would happen if I saw him.
I'm sure he wouldn't do you any harm.
Not him. It's what I might do. I don't know if I could hold back. I don't think he realises what he's done. How much he's hurt me. Messed me up. I thought I was getting over it, but I'm not sure now. I don't know what to do.
Does he live nearby?
I don't know.
You may never see him again. If he's got any sense, he'll move away.
Can you tell me that?
Me?
You're good at giving advice.
You must be joking. What? We're not supposed to.
I know, you said, but you do sometimes, and it's all right.
There's nothing I can do.
I can give you his name.
I don't want to know.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, but what did you expect?
Please.
The only advice I can give is that you call the police.
The police? What can they do?
Your turn to listen.
Sorry.
Call the local station and ask for Neris Demidevsky. She's a friend. Well, not exactly a friend, but someone I know who may be able to help you.
What? How do you spell that?
D-E...
I need a pen.
Just ask for Neris. They'll know.
Neris. Okay, thanks.
Just one more thing.
What?
Be careful. Don't do something you'll come to regret. I speak from experience. Bitter experience.
What? Do you get that?
Just, if you're worried, just do what I suggest.
Well,
Bye for now. Take care.
you're not supposed to cut the phone down on me.
It's funny how people you rely on always seem to let you down. Well, not funny really, I'm not laughing. Don't worry, Paul, we'll stand by you, they all said. That was then, of course. No one wants to be associated with an ex-con, not where I live, or where I used to live. It wasn't exactly the career path I'd been planning. You don't make friends in prison. I learned that very early on. You've got to be canny and ready to fight back. Show them you're not scared. But I was scared. Scared shitless. There was this one bloke though, Knocker O'Donovan. Bit of a hard nut, in for aggravated burglary. Said I reminded him of his son. Must be the Irish accent. Said I could call on him if I needed him. Perhaps I will.
I don't know what she was expecting. I was just a voice at the end of the phone as far as she was concerned. She didn't know my name or anything about me, nor I about her. Anonymity is the key word here. I only took this on as a favour for a friend. Well, not a friend exactly, a colleague. His wife had set it up. Care in the community, that sort of thing, he said. He seemed to think I had all the right qualities for it. Level-headed, unemotional. Years of legal experience. Frankly, I was flattered. And with Roddy away on business so much. But he was wrong about one thing. I do have some humanity. I felt sorry for her. Oh, I could have made some inquiries, pulled a few strings, but I had no intention of going against the rules. I wasn't going to make that mistake this time.
I didn't expect her to do anything. Not really. I'm very emotional. I get very emotional sometimes. And it was that time of the month. Jack always says I've got to watch it with my hormones all over the place. Like that day. She shouldn't have gone on and on at me like that. I had a splitting headache and the twins were driving me mental. She was 7 for God's sake, nearly 8. Well, old enough to understand. If I hadn't sent her out. He's been out a few weeks now and I haven't seen him. Just as well as I still get those feelings. What was the name she gave me? Neris Demi something. Said I should give her a ring. Perhaps I will.
I was quite surprised to hear from Lisa Henderson. I hadn't seen her since the trial. She wanted to know details about Paul Bailey, the chap who killed her little girl, as she put it. And she didn't say chap. What he'd been doing, his whereabouts, all that sort of thing. Well, not that I could tell her. But you have to protect the guilty as well as the innocent. And he'd served his time. Anyway, I didn't know. I hadn't seen him since our interview. I'm not you to expect to. Well, you don't really. I just don't. You haven't got into any trouble.
Give you a bag.
I don't think so.
Go on.
You don't.
Give it to me now.
I'm not a police officer.
Shit.
Calm down now. Do you want your weapons?
No.
Do you worry?
No, please
Calm
don't
down
again.
now. It's a serious offence, assaulting a police
I
officer.
didn't know you were.
Threatening behaviour.
Didn't know.
Attempted theft.
This is money.
Worse perhaps than running over a little girl. Even if you did get a prison sentence and run over a little girl.
You know who I am?
Oh yes, I know who you are. I know all the oldies in town. You're the new kid on the block. Now what the hell do you think you were doing?
I just needed money.
Not this way.
Didn't know what to do. I've done it now, haven't I?
That depends.
What? I assaulted a police officer. How many years?
Luckily for you, I'm off duty. No damage done. You'll have to try harder next time.
There won't be a next time.
Your supplier let you down, does he? Heroin, crack. You got somewhere to live?
No, what's over there? That's against the law as well, isn't it?
No, it isn't, strangely.
I'm still shivering.
Look, I don't think you should go back there. I'll go down to the station and you can come with me and stay in a cell just for tonight.
Your place?
I will sort something else out in the morning.
Locked up. 24 hours with nothing to do but think.
Nearly midnight. Hostels will be full by now. All right. You can stay at my place just for tonight.
Your place? No, what?
Well, my husband's there. You can have Greg's room.
Greg?
Yes, my son. He was in Afghanistan, wanted to do his bit for his country. Came back in a box 18 months ago. So we won't be needing it anymore. Time to move on. Right, come on, let's go and get your things.
Just a waste. What?
And my place or the name? Your
not sure.
choice. People used to say I was too soft to be a copper. Even my mum, especially my mum, despite the black belt. And I'm sure my governor would consider I'd gone beyond the bounds of community policing on this one. Though even he's not above turning a blind eye now and then. And I knew Darren wouldn't mind. He was used to me bringing home the odd waif and stray. And I felt sorry for the boy. I remember thinking at the time that the judge should be a bit tough on him. Sometimes they like to do that when it's a rich kid in the dock. Some kind of reverse psychology, I suppose. Greg. He's a bit like Greg. And it was only for a night or two. But that was the intention anyway.
It's Hilary Grant.
I know.
Oh, yes.
Hilary!
Nerys?
Yes?
It's Hilary Grant.
Yes, I know.
Oh, yes, right.
Actually, I was just going to... You go first.
No, you.
Well, it's your phone, Bill.
Sorry to call so early.
Oh, that's all right. I've been up since 6.
Really?
Yes, he's the house guest.
Oh.
He has nightmares. So what's the problem?
This man keeps phoning.
Has he
Several
been
times a week. Oh, I wish. That would be a relief.
That bad?
6 times last night. 6.
Same man?
Oh, yes.
You sure?
Oh, you couldn't mistake the accent. Comes from your part of the world by the sound of it. And what are you going to do about those drains? The smell is terrible. And the street lamps.
I'm from Merthyr, not Mumbai.
Very funny. I tried to tell him there was nothing I could do, that really I'm just supposed to listen.
Well, so why are you ringing me?
I thought maybe you could...
It's a council matter, surely, unless you want me to arrest him for harassment.
He's complaining about the mess in Cavendish Road.
Mess?
Squatters, drug addicts, litter all over the place, rubbish sacks in the garden.
Still not my problem.
If you could go round there, prove they'd broken in.
Not difficult unless the owners are there to make a complaint.
Oh, I think they're abroad.
Well, you have to wait till they get back then. What number?
Sorry?
In Cavendish Road.
Oh, 37, I think he said. That was the 3rd time, or was it the 4th? Why do you ask?
It's only I go past there on my way home sometimes. I'll take a look.
Well, I think it's disgusting, breaking into someone else's property, trashing someone else's property.
We don't know that they have.
Oh, so you think they got in legitimately, do you? Perhaps the owners phoned them up and invited them round to tea. They said they could stay as long as they like and help themselves to anything they wanted. I don't think so.
Of course not. Well, you know as well as I do, the law's just about to change.
Certainly not.
And we don't know that the squatters are all a bad lot. It's usually desperation that forces them into it.
I thought you were on my side.
I am. Well, sometimes there's another side. The side you don't get to see.
Who do they think they are? They just have no respect for anything. They should get jobs. I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'd hate to meet you when you're really wound up.
Your turn.
What, to have a rant?
You wanted to speak to me.
Oh, yes. It's about a young man we both know.
Young man? Oh, not the cat boy.
Cat boy?
You know the one, you helped find his cat.
Oh, yes.
He keeps on phoning. He can't thank me enough.
No, not the cat boy.
Someone we both know. Don't keep me guessing, it's been a long night. I haven't got time to... Must be Jane. She's early. Hold on. She must have forgotten her key again, honestly, the number of times. Oh.
Can I come in?
Who are you?
I've come to volunteer.
You're still there?
Yes, still here. Tell me, what young man?
Well, if you're too busy,
No, what young man?
I can call back another time.
Please sit down. Neris, tell me, who?
Your son.
But
I'll talk to you later.
would you like some coffee?
Yes, please. How would you... black, please.
Oh, you're up.
I made you a coffee.
Oh, thanks. I'll get you some breakfast.
Thanks.
Well, thanks for coming in. I'm Hilary.
Lisa.
It's good to see you. So, how did you know we needed volunteers?
I was talking to someone.
Oh, right.
Said you needed volunteers.
That figures.
So here I am.
You're very early.
I don't sleep very well. Is that a problem?
No, of course not. So, how do you think you qualify?
I'm not qualified. Just got a couple of GCSEs. 1 or 2. Didn't think I needed a degree to answer the phone. Just to give advice.
Just to listen. You have to be able to listen.
Yes, of course.
Do I know you?
Not exactly. Well, sort of.
You're a phony. I thought I recognised your voice.
I was at the doctor's.
I didn't think we advertised.
Saw my usual lady. Told her about you. Said you really helped me. You were there when I needed you, see?
Oh, that's nice to know.
She was good too, the doctor. But what really helped was something you said.
What was that?
Well, it was more some advice you gave about going to see the copper. The Welsh one with the funny name.
Neris. Has to be.
You don't know who I am, do you?
We get a lot of calls. It's not always easy to remember who's who.
That's okay.
You get a picture in your mind of what a person looks like, and they hardly ever match up.
You don't look how I thought you would.
Probably not.
You're older. I mean, you've got a young voice.
So,
I wonder, could you
come back another time?
Do you want me?
It isn't that. I've been up all night. I've got something important to finish off here.
I can wait.
Well, I wasn't expecting you.
I'm here now. I might change my mind. I might not come back.
All right. So tell me, how do you think you qualify?
I told you I'm not qualified.
Why do you think you can do this job?
Well, I've heard how you do it. That's a start. And I've had a bad time, so I know how people feel when things go wrong.
That's not necessarily all
So
that's
maybe I can help you a bit, like you help me.
Well,
It's like what that policewoman said, Neris. She was good, though she wouldn't tell me where that bloke lived. She suggested I come here. Jack can look after the twins. They'll be asleep anyway. She said, you'll never forget your daughter, but you have to live the life for the sake of the rest of your family. It's time to move on, she said.
Did she?
It's not about Abby anymore. It's not even about Paul Bailey. It's about you, Mrs. Henderson. That's what she said, more or less.
Paul!
The bastard that ran down my little girl?
You have to go.
What?
How would you leave now? You're not suitable. I need someone with qualifications.
It's not good enough for you.
It isn't that. I think you'd be better off at home, looking after your children, making sure they don't run into the road.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
I don't suppose you've got any kids of you.
I said the wrong thing. I'm
I have not, because you make a lousy mother, Mrs. Sodding will know it all.
Oh!
Nerys?
Nerys? I have to talk to you. Are you there? Please, say something. Tell me what you know about my son. Do you know where he is? I have to see him. Nerys! Nerys!
Go to hell!
Oh, there it is. You're all right.
You're off.
Yes.
You're off.
Yes.
You're ready.
Just something I need to sort out. Hilary?
Jane. You're not Jane.
I'm Nerys.
Oh, yes.
You've
Nerys.
been drinking.
Oh, he's knew you'd make a good detective one day. Would you like one?
No thanks, it's a bit early for me. What are you doing, Hilary?
Just having a little drink. Steady my nerves. I've been up all night.
I know. Look, why don't I take you home?
I can't leave till Jane gets here. I can't leave the place unmanned.
What does she do?
9.
Well, that's only half an hour. You can put the machine on.
Someone may call.
Despair usually strikes in the middle of the night, not at 8:30 in the morning.
I know you, don't I?
Yes, Hilary, I'm Nerys.
Oh yes, Nerys. Nerys, I wanted to talk to you.
Go ahead.
It's about Paul. Paul Bailey.
Do you know who he is?
Of course I do. He's my son. How is he?
He's fine,
Ah, good.
but he doesn't want to see. Hilary? Wake up.
Sorry, I've been up all night.
You said, look, come on, I'll take you on. You're not fit to drive or anything else come to that.
I'm all right.
We'll discuss this when you're sober.
No, let's talk now.
I'll get you some water. Hilary?
Ah, thanks. Thanks. About Paul.
although he wouldn't agree. Quite the contrary. I think some parental input would be...
Not a child!
Even so. I've got to know him quite well recently.
He's out of prison now, isn't he?
That was weeks ago. Is that how little you care?
It's not your business.
Well, I think it is. He has nightmares, you see.
Nightmares? Your house guest?
Terrible nightmares. You can hear them all over the house. He had a bad time in prison, a really horrible time. He shouldn't have been there, should he?
He's told you. He said he never would. He swore he never would.
Oh, perhaps you should have another drink, Hilary, to steady your nerves. Oh, but then you wouldn't be able to drive, would you?
Please.
It's a serious offence, drinking and driving, especially if you have an accident. Somebody dies.
He's been having an affair.
Who has not?
Would he thinks I don't know. He thinks I'm stupid.
This has nothing to do with
He's the stupid one. I found a couple of ticket stubs for the opera. Madame Butterfly. They were under the bed.
That has nothing
Last Thursday. Royal Opera House, Covent Garden. He was supposed to be in Middlesbrough. Who is it happened to?
Do you hear what I said?
I wouldn't bother with men if I were you. They're all cheats, all lies.
Did you hear what I said?
She ran out in front of the car. I couldn't stop in time. It's a dreadful sound. Thud, thud. The wheels ran over her. You don't know what it's like. You just want to go back in time, take another route, do anything.
You'd been drinking.
A couple of glasses, but enough. Too much.
So you let Paul...
He said he would. He said he didn't mind. You have to understand the situation we were in. I'm a magistrate. He didn't even have a job. He didn't need to work. Not then. He had nothing to lose. I was sailing close to the wind as it was. It would have ruined my career. Your career? We were always so close. He'd do anything for me.
Who?
Paul, of course. He was always there.
To clear up the mess. I thought so.
But now, he's turned on me. I should have known I couldn't trust him. Weak-willed, just like his father.
Oh, for God's sake! Do you know something? You're not fit to be a mother.
Who the hell are you to talk to me like that? Take his side against me.
Well, someone has to.
It was an accident. Surely you understand.
That's about the only bit I do understand. How could you do such a thing? Mother's supposed to guide her child, to protect him. Not the other way around.
What do you know? Oh, yes. You had a son, didn't you? Where were you when he needed protection?
Well, now you've got something to report me for. And who knows? If I get convicted, you may even get to share the same cell.
I'm not going to prison, no way! I couldn't handle it, the shame!
But it was all right for Paul.
We've been through all that.
You didn't visit him, not once, did you?
I wanted to.
Oh, yes.
I was refused. They said he didn't know me, didn't want to know me.
Big surprise. Do you know what it's like in prison? Hilary,
I can imagine.
we imagine. He's just about got off the drugs now. But it's been hard. Very hard. You could have saved him that. You had the chance. Why didn't you say anything?
I don't know. I was confused. It was all in the heat of the moment.
Oh, yes. Well, now it's the cold light of death.
Bastard son of mine. I knew he'd let it out in the end.
Oh, no, Hilary. He didn't let it out. You did.
What? The nightmares?
Well, they didn't tell me anything, not specifically. I left that up to you.
You can't get me for the drink driving. Not for any of it. It's too late.
You just admitted it.
Did I? Prove it.